All right. Ashley, first of all, congratulations on being the Calhoun's High School Athlete of the Week. First of all, you've been through quite an ordeal since February. Why don't you just kind of briefly, and I know you don't remember a whole lot about the day, but what you've heard about what happened to you that kind of puts you in a situation where you're just now getting back into the swing of things?
Well, it was so funny because all my friends that were in the car with me when I got hurt, and they kept telling me, Ashley, what's going on? And they were actually talking about what's going on at the hospital. And I just said, well, I was skiing and this guy hit me. And they all were like, well, okay. And I don't think they wanted to hurt my feelings. So then when I learned that I was actually hit by a car, and what happened was I was driving the car, obviously, coming back from Knoxville, and another guy hit my car, and so I got out to talk to him. And when I got out to talk to him, another car came, and because there was so much ice on the road, they were just sliding, and it ended up hitting me, and I was under their car. And I was there for, I think they were driving me about 40 feet until it finally stopped. But, I don't remember any of it, and so I'm so thankful that it happened, because I've just learned how to grow up and to be just so happy to be alive. So.
Now that you're back at school, what's it been like since you've come back to Maryville?
It was awesome because I was always kind of quiet. I didn't talk to everybody, but I've gotten more hugs than you could even imagine. It's been something. It's been great. So I just have been so excited. People are so excited to have me back at school and to see how I have improved and done so much better after my accident.
Now I understand through all the rehab and all that you've told some people that you might have had a little bit of an out-of-body experience at one time, which I found very interesting in the newspaper article I read, and said you actually talked to God, which I know a lot of people would love to have that opportunity. What was the conversation like?
Well, I was in a coma at first for the first 2 weeks, and so I was completely out of it at the hospital. And I just remember saying, thank you, God, for me being alive. And I heard a man's voice, and it wasn't my doctor saying, Ashley, here are your pills. He just said, you're so welcome, I chose you on perfect, and it was perfect timing for your life. And I was just at awe. I was just so surprised and so happy, and it's just made me think about this whole inner time of my life. It's just been completely different, and I just am so thankful to be alive, and I have a different way of thinking about life. I don't worry about stuff, things are just little, because being alive is the best thing, and I'm just trying to live it as best as I can.
Now, you're a softball player. You've played on Maryville's softball team for several years. You had kind of an interesting thing happen to you at senior day as you kind of got to come back and join your team. Tell us about that experience.
Oh, I was just kind of like, I didn't really want to go because I wasn't going to get to play, but I ended up going. I was talking to my coach, and he just goes, Ashley, I have a surprise for you. And I was like, oh, geez, what is this? And then he goes, I have somebody for you to meet. And I was like, okay. And then out of nowhere, the UT softball coaches came, and I was just, and I'm not a shy person, and my knees were shaking. I was so excited, and I didn't even know what to say, I was just like, thank you so much for coming. And they came and they presented to the entire, like all the fans, and they came and they gave me a softball that they had all signed and a poster that they had all signed, and it was something that has never happened to me before, and it was amazing.
Now, are the prospects pretty good that at some point here in the not-too-distant future you'll be able to resume your softball career?
I hope so. I go to rehab just about every day in some way, and I'm hoping that with all the work I've been trying that I can get back into softball. And I'm meeting with the coach soon, because I'm going to give him a note from my doctor that says Ashley can play if she wants to play. And so hopefully, he told me he was going to put me back in the game, so I'm excited.
Well, that's great. Everybody I know is pulling for you, and we certainly hope to get you back out there. And congratulations again. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you so much.